As you can see, I didn't make a video of reinstalling the light fixture because I already have that particular light fixture installed video on my channel. All you have to do is go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, then scroll down to electrical, and all my electrical videos are in that area, as well as installing this. And the reason why I installed that initially was because when we moved into the condo, I didn't have enough time to paint this bathroom. So we moved into the condo before painting the bathroom, and I had already taken the old light fixture down and installing a cut-in box in the wall where the wire was coming out, and doing some patching and stuff like that. And I took the old light fixture down. I didn't want to put the new light fixture up. So when we moved in, I went and got this new light fixture and installed it, full well knowing that I was going to have to take it back down to paint the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. Now, the reason why it's off is I have not turned it on just yet. I just wanted to finish talking a little bit about this. If you watched my previous videos, you would have seen painting this bathroom. You would have seen me removing this light fixture, and on the light fixture there was a housing bit on the wall, and I only had it attached to the two mounting screws on the light fixture junction box in the wall, even though on this, because it's 2 foot long, there was two mounting screws up here that you could drive those into the wall, put plastic anchors in there, or find the actual studs, pre-drilled some holes in the mounting, screw it in. The reason why I didn't do that, I decided not to do that. Okay, so this whole thing is only held up with two mounting screws over here. The reason why I decided to do that is because years down the road, maybe we decide to take this light fixture down. Maybe we find a very awesome single light fixture mounting post with two lights on it or something coming out of this one box. Maybe we want to install something like that later on. And so all I would have to do is take this down. It's been painted up underneath here because there's no mounting screws in that bracket. I don't have to patch those holes and caulk the holes, fill the holes up, and repaint that after installing a new light fixture head. Or maybe down the road, you see how fat this light fixture trim is? I kind of like it, but maybe we take that down years from now, or the next person who buys this condo 20 years from now, who knows? Maybe their mounting housing assembly is not 6 inches tall, maybe it's only 5 inches tall, or something like that. And they take this one down and find out, oh shoot, the last person who painted just painted around the housing. They took the light fixture down, but they left the housing, or they left the light fixture up, and they just painted all the way around there, and now their new light fixture trim housing doesn't cover the old paint, and they wished they had some matching paint and they didn't because I didn't leave any, or something like that. You see what I'm saying? That's another reason why I took this light fixture down before painting. The other thing is, you saw all the little droplets. I don't care what type of paint roller you use for your ceiling paint, even if you use a lambskin roller cover that most painters swear won't spit, you will spit little droplets, and you get little droplets all over your light fixture, your trim pieces, your mirror, and all that kind of stuff. Another reason why I took the light fixture down. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it on and make sure it's all hooked up properly. And you're going to see what I see for the very first time after me hooking this up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, it works, and I had it installed on a dimmer. And see these little canisters up here, I can move those around. And I'm standing down here and I'm thinking maybe I might want this one moved just a little bit. to see how the light reflects off it. I kind of like that, right like that. Okay, and I can look at those other ones, and now I can take a quick look now that I have the light on in here. If I've got any smudge marks on here, if I got any smudge marks on the mirror, and all that kind of stuff. Your job is not done after you install your light fixture, after you install your mirror in your bathroom, okay? It's just not done. What else am I gonna do in this bathroom? Well, I'm gonna wipe everything down. I'm gonna wipe this sink down, the countertop down, put my cover plates back on, and incidentally, this is like 2 days later, and now I know this is plenty dry, plenty cured underneath. So when I put the light cover, the light switch cover back on, and the electrical outlet, even if I sink it tight to the wall, it's not going to depress into wet paint or cured paint on the outside, but still wet on the inside. Okay, that's why I left those off. Then I'm gonna make sure I don't have any little droplets on here, and I already cleaned that off because there was just little droplets on this from the sink, from painting the ceiling. I'm gonna wipe everything down before I call this good. Wipe the walls down, check for little pinhead droplets from the ceiling that possibly got on the walls or possibly got on the top edge of the bathtub. If you saw, I put craft paper in the bathtub, but I didn't wrap it. I could have wrapped it all the way up to the wall and taped it all off. I could have done that, but I didn't. And then I'll check. I'll do the same thing on the floor. I put craft paper out down on the floor, but I didn't run it all the way to the edge. I ran it a little short, so I'll check all that stuff up, clean the floor with simple green, wipe that all down, and do all that kind of stuff before I call this job good. And yes, I've got to reinstall my door, my hinges. I'm glad I took that off. I was contemplating once upon a time to just leaving the door on. Just don't do that, okay? Because as you saw, if you watched, I repainted this door frame casing from here to here, and I wanted the hinges out of my way. I wanted to do a really good job. This thing turned out primo, man. And it's gonna look like a professional did this entire job when I get done, and that's my intent. That's my intent for you when you paint your bathroom, okay? Do a good job and have some pride doing it. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more, yes, more videos. Here's another tip for you. Before you paint your ceiling, take your exhaust fan cover down, and if you have any air conditioning registers up in your ceiling, go ahead and take those down. This bathroom happened to have the air conditioning register in the floor, but don't forget to take them down. When you take that down, do something extra. If you haven't taken that down and cleaned it in the last 5 years, which I doubt you have, take that down and wipe out the inside, and take a rag and some cleaner and stuff like that, and you'll be surprised. Your fan motor housing might be all caked with dust and powder, like baby powder, hair particles, who knows what inside of there, depending what you spray in your bathroom and that kind of stuff, and how dirty everything is and all that. Wipe all the canister out and everything, and then take that, soak it, put it in some water, put some simple green with a brush it all, front side, back side, wipe it, rinse it, let it set before you put it back up. And then it's gonna look all nice and clean, like it looked when it was first installed. Don't forget.